What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch!
Let's see here. What did I need to pick up next?
Off we go.
Guess I could
Hello.
stop by for a drink.
My noodles are the best in town. What'll you have? Come again.
Hey, friend. I got some good stuff. Thanks as always.
Where to next?
Step right up. Take all the time you need. Be seeing you.
Hello.
And
You're free to take a gander at my wares. I take great pride in all my merchandise. Yes.
What'll it be?
This must be the Eastern Quarter.
Thank you.
Time to depart. That's one of the Marduk Company's high-speed airships.
Looks like Costume's in the middle of something.
I've got my hands full here. Take a look if you want. Thanks.
Nice moves! Nice moves!
Not happening.
Nice moves!
Not happening.
Nice moves!
Victory's mine.
I've got my hands full here.
Looks like some good loot.
Leave it to me. This is kid stuff. No sweat. That's a good law. Now do me a no sweat. Time's almost up. This is kid stuff. No sweat. Oh, now I've done it. I'll be more careful this time. This is kid stuff. I bypassed the security. That's a good law. Now do me a no sweat. I'm not done yet. This is kid stuff. No sweat. That's a good law. Now do me a I bypassed the security. This is kid stuff. I bypassed the security. Time's almost up. I made it! This thing's as good as unlocked.
Now, what's it say?
Got a question for you.
So that's Marduk, huh?
The mechs have been delivered. The combat drill will proceed as scheduled. Very good. This will be the first drill since we were officially deployed. I fully expect you to provide me with some excellent data.
Of course. We will try to meet your expectations, sir.
Kasim! Hello, Mirabelle. It's very nice to see you again.
What are they doing with the Navy? And is that the Basel professor?
Greetings, Farida. I had heard you were in the city. And it's been some time since our last encounter, Van. Been a bit, yeah. Haven't seen you since the end of last year. I heard you went back to your hometown, like your little sis.
He always comes home for our New Year's festival. Though I didn't expect to run into you again so soon.
Nor did I. Perhaps it is the will of Arusha and the Flames. And it's good to see you too, Mirabelle. Been a while since you and I met face to face.
Yeah, well, I call you up a lot for our Marian Garten work, so it doesn't feel like it's been that long. But I'll bet you anything Rosette was as giddy as a schoolgirl to see you again.
I was quite happy, yes. Thank you for facilitating my return to Arkwright Solutions. I'm in your debt once more.
Aw, don't mention it, girl. Just treat me to a coffee as usual, and we'll be square. I'm guessing the redhead is Erin Way, and you must be the Chief's adorable little sister. Thanks a bundle for always having Rosette's back. You guys are the best.
The pleasure's all ours.
Damn. The two of you couldn't be any less alike if you tried.
Yes, we get that a lot.
We meet again, Spriggan. I'm curious as to what brings you here to Longport. I heard all about what transpired in Messeldom. You and Catra had quite the fascinating little excursion by the sound of things.
Word sure does travel fast these days.
Let's move to a better spot. Then you can regale me with the finer details.
Kasim, good luck with that training exercise. I'm gonna give it my all, too.
As you should. Show us all what you gained from playing the role of the priestess at the New Year's festival.
Right.
Okay. Next ship should be...
Go, go, go!
Guess I could
Hello.
stop by for a drink.
Where to next?
It's all thanks to Aaron.
I'll take you on.
Destroy them!
You're freaking dead! Fine, let's play.
Erecting shield.
You're going down!
You'll be sorry for that.
Give me power! You're finished! Ignis! Rampage!
Seriously?
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
I can barely contain myself.
Oh, wow! It's back!
It's just as gorgeous as I imagined.
Seriously? They found us out already? Well, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I've got zero interest in this stupid gig, but since Ix clearly does, I'll go along with it.
Well, well. You actually made it.
Qasim?
So, you got here before us, huh?
Marduk sniffed this place out too, huh? You guys are on the ball as always.
We only just arrived a few moments ago. Our AI program marked the eroded cave as extremely dangerous. It was assigned the label Terminal Zone, the highest threat level an area can receive. Therefore, I will be accompanying you.
What?
For real? So we will be joining you on one of Marduk's risk assessment missions?
I know we're kinda springing this on you out of nowhere, but bear with us. If you want my opinion, I think the chief could have handled this himself. But Mr. Thorndyke thought the situation sounded too dangerous, so he wanted me to ask you guys to help out.
Damn, he thinks this is too dangerous for Qasim?
That goes to show we cannot take this situation lightly.
We sure can't. Don't know all the details, but it sounds like this job's gonna be a doozy. Alrighty then. You ready to get this thing started, Security Chief Qasim? I, Mirabelle Alton, have got your back. If you need anything from me, just give me a ring, okay?
Understood, Miss Alden. Now, let's begin the risk assessment mission.
Well, this sure is a twist. Won't complain about having a badass like you on the team, though. Glad we're fighting side by side for once. Sure beats trading blows with ya.
May our temporary alliance prove fruitful. Now's your chance to show me how much you've improved, Van. Farida.
I won't disappoint you.
Freaky monsters are coming out in droves.
Seems like they're being drawn here by an otherworldly entity.
Start!
Source is 400 arch ahead.
Use a sharp measurements more accurate than mine.
They always do that. Well, there you have it, folks. Stay on your toes, you guys.
Understood.
We'll be on the alert.
Nice! That went great.
Pretty hot shit, Van. Now we're talking. That one looks tough. I see me some small fries. Looks like some good loot.
Looks like a chest.
Looks like some good loot.
You're tough as nails as always, Qasim.
Still can't believe you're able to wield that overgrown hunk of steel. You make it look so easy.
One's choice of weapon matters little, so long as it brings out your full potential. You would do well to reflect on how to draw out the potential that lies dormant within you.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution.
I will watch your 6.
Blaze!
Strike!
Mr. Elboyen!
Barbados, raid! Cover for me!
I will watch your 6.
Slice and dice!
There! It's Elboyen!
What's going
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
The connection is being
Fire,
disrupted.
Aaron!
Perhaps it's because we are approaching the barrier center.
Guess that means it's no normal talisman. Stay alert, everyone!
Roger that!
Who do you think you're talking to?
Detecting strange reaction. Be guard.
Treasure located.
Hey, let's say we take 5.
That hits the spot.
Stand down! If you were only up against those feeble children, you would have stood a chance. But you're no match for the Hamseen.
Forgive us, Master Galong.
We will do as you say.
Wait, isn't that the guy we saw at the dojo?
So it is.
We crossed paths once before, but I haven't formally introduced myself. I am the shepherd of the lost lambs of the former Lai family. You may call me Gaolong. That is the name of the man who will bury you.
You're gonna bury me? Good one.
We won't be beaten by the likes of you!
Stay on guard. The foremost fighter is not to be underestimated.
Word on the street was you were helping quell the uprising. But you've been a part of it all along. Or maybe you're the one who masterminded the whole thing.
Think what you will, but I will not provide an answer. Though I will take good care of your remains once I've ground you to dust.
Oh no, this guy is strong!
You really like to talk a big game, don't ya?
For a place designated as a terminal zone, I expected to find more than mere thugs. But perhaps I shouldn't write off Heiue's strongest martial artist before I can see what he's capable of.
Don't fret. I think you will find I'm more than a match for you. Now satisfy my craving for a good fight and perish!
Let's take him down.
I'm gonna make you pay for what you did to Gien and Fan!
There are so many of them! Look out!
Now then, show me what you can do.
Use a shard beast to get the upper hand!
It's go time! I will watch your six.
Give them your all!
Brace yourself.
Vandalize! Raid! We're done!
No.
What a disappointment.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
How do you like that, huh?
We've almost got him! Just a little more!
I expected more from the Spriggan and the Prodigy. How disappointing. The Homseen, however, stands head and shoulders above the rest of this rabble. Maybe you can satisfy my insatiable hunger. Let's find out!
The thrill of battle is what drives you. No, that's not all. Well, no matter. I have neither the time nor the patience to indulge you.
No chance!
Got to be shitting me!
What is she doing here?
Damn it. Don't tell me you're protecting this asshole.
Afraid so. I told you I was here on a job, remember? Though I never thought I'd be crossing blades with you. I was instructed to step in if the situation demanded it. I'd say my timing was on point, wouldn't you? You're a tough cookie, but you've got an Achilles heel. You're way too focused on what's right in front of you.
I'm ashamed to admit you are correct. I let my emotions get the best of me. Oh well. At least this battle is finally getting interesting.
Ready to take us seriously now?
I'll admit your coordination was impressive. At least in that one moment. But was it a display of skill, or a mere stroke of luck? Perhaps another bout is in order.
He's holding a piece of the Genesis.
Huh? I thought it was on the rock!
Having to rely on this is an affront to my pride, but I have no choice but to carry out my orders!
Well, there goes the mastermind theory.
Now we just need to figure out who's pulling this guy's strings.
Okay, the kitty gloves are off. It's go time. I get to fight both Van and the hump scene? There's no way I'm passing up the chance to go all out.
God, she flipped her switch. If the Divine Blade of Silver is joining the fray, then I will have to get serious.
You weren't serious before?
We're gonna need all the horsepower we can get. These two have got strength in spades, so don't take them lightly. If you want to live, give this fight everything you have!
Understood.
Let's coordinate with the security chief and eliminate the threat.
I'll take you on. You have a chance to redeem yourselves. Show me your strength.
I'd be crazy not to take advantage of this. Now give me all you got!
Use a sharpie to get the upper hand.
Up to you, Reset.
Activating skill.
I shall end this. Ah! Ah! It's over. Radiant Thinker!
Better than before, I suppose.
You guys are as sharp as always.
Boost gauge raised.
I will watch your six.
Come any closer and I will kill you.
Let's party!
Take that! We're done!
Huh. I'll admit you're growing on me.
Now we're talking.
Barbados! Raise! Too slow!
Nice going!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Now, Fairy!
No!
A Shadow Hand.
Well, I think I just about fulfilled my contractual obligations.
I can faintly sense them. Whoever that hand belonged to, their true form is lying in wait there.
It's time then.
Yep. Need any help?
No. I have had my feast, so I will be heading out shortly. Witnessing the strength of the Hamsin and the Divine Blade has satiated me. For now. The Spriggan and his flock are nearly ripe for the slaughter. I suggest you sharpen those fangs of yours, or our next encounter will be woefully short-lived.
Hey! Stop!
They're traveling through the shadows. It will be nearly impossible to track them.
Damn it!
We almost had it!
Why are the crazies always drawn to us?
I can see you grasped the meaning behind my words during our conversation in Basel. That's all I have to say on the matter. Except for one thing. One day, you must give me your answer. There are a number of matters Abi and I disagree on. Whether you are suited to being a warrior is very much one of them.
Wait.
Oh, did a light bulb go off?
There's no way. Shit. That bastard.
Do you have some idea who it is?
Yeah, there can only be one person. Now that I think about it, there's a bunch of circumstantial evidence that points to him. Administering poison, forging evidence for tax evasion, and suppressing the remnants of the Lai family. I thought it would have been impossible for one person to orchestrate all that. That's why it dropped him from my list of suspects early on. He played me like a damn fiddle.
You sound pretty sure. I'm gonna trust your hunch.
And I will as well. He matches all of the qualifications we outlined. Only he could draft a scheme that even our main AI failed to foresee. What a terrifying man.
Wow, he sure got us all good.
Huh? Are you saying it's...
The culprit who's been pulling the strings behind the scenes is Cao Li. It can't be anyone else.
Yeah, but said contract's up now. The past is in the past. Also, I've been interested in those 4 SVGs of yours. It feels like the goddess herself has ordained us to work together. Of course, you could defy her will by shooing me away, but I'm gonna follow you anyway. We're stuck together like glue. Sure thing, boss.
son was arrested.
It's all thanks to Aaron.
Where's to next?
Let's see what we got.
Ooh, so this is a 4SPG. Sounds like a ball.
You're sure wasting no time butting into our business?
Better not be thinking we'll be sharing the reward with you, 'cause that ain't happening.
That's perfectly fine. The fun I'll have along the way will be its own reward.
I've got a real bad feeling about this. Okay, time to get to work.
Vaughn was arrested.
Let me ask you something.
Shall we go?
Nothing seems too out of the ordinary. However...
Wait! I'm sensing a hostile presence from over there!
What, from the Great Spire? Does that mean...
Let's see what we got.
Allow me to assist.
Why is this happening? And on the day we opened up the mountain, no less. Everyone, please remain calm. We aren't in any danger, so please don't be as...
Oh no! It got the mayor! Oh, we have to do something, Brick, or we'll be next!
If this is anything like the old-timers' folktale, we might be able to kill it by snuffing out its flames! Look, a tank of nitrogen! If we destroy that, the monster will be as good as toast! But it's so far away! How are we?
Leave that part to me. I've got a plan.
What the... Hey, why the hell did you cut your palm? How's that a plan?
If you paid any attention in school, you'd know sharks are attracted to the smell of blood. I'm gonna lure it away. Oh, bet you never thought a zoologist could be so gutsy. Well, I'm tougher than I look.
I'll say, you're one hell of a woman, Lisa, and I'm glad to know your head's still screwed on tight. Okay, let's smother that oversized matchstick once and for all!
Smile, you son of a bitch!
Time to depart.
I can barely contain
Oh, wow! It's back!
Can't believe Vaughn was arrested.
Let's roll, gang.
Did you hear about that Hayaway mess?
I will fight.
Playtime's over!
Activating skill.
Out with a bang! Soar for me! Phoenix Dance!
No.
Well done, everyone.
Reward deposited!
Let's be on our way.
There are so many of them! Look out!
Now we're talking.
Activating skill.
You won't want to miss this. My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
There! Behold! Zero Gleam!
Boost gauge limit crush.
That's one more case done and dusted.
Mira deposit confirmed.
On my way! On my way!
What a nice bag.
Welcome to Shenyu Town.
This is perfect.
Ugh, I'm really working up a sweat. I feel better than ever after that.
Stay warm out there, you hear?
Let's roll, gang.
Now, what might you people be up to? My. You all look like you're having a ball. I came here in search of something, and what do I find? A party I was not invited to. Oh, I'm heartbroken. Don't worry your handsome little head. I am not after the piece of that device, fascinating though it is. If you recall our little chat from this afternoon, I was given a rather vexatious request that I could not refuse. Oh? As usual, you have such a way with words. Very well. You may use me however you wish. Assuming you can handle me, of course.
Huh? What's that sound?
It sounds like something's burning. Huh?
What on earth? It's a machine with a cloaking device.
Do you think they're gonna try a frontal assault?
Gonna be hard to smoke them out if they're using camouflage. Call for backup.
They're in disarray. Everything's going according to plan.
Those Marduk guys sure make some neat little toys. I don't even think that baby's on the market yet.
Operating multiple drones at once is so not as easy as it looks. Okay, you guys are up next. Get on out there and raise some hell. Oh, and don't let any passersby get caught in the crossfire.
You got it, lady. Man, oh man. We really got the short end of the stick here. Man sure is asking the world of this old drunk.
Oh, come on. It's not all bad. At least you've got me to back you up. Plus, you can't tell me you aren't getting a kick out of this.
True. This is kinda like gambling after all. Just with higher stakes.
Sid, you guys better watch yourselves out there, alright?
Will do! Alright, boys? Let's get in there and kick some heavyweight ass! Yeah!
That ought to keep him busy for a while. You guys ready, Reset?
Yes. We have arrived at the infiltration point. You have our gratitude, Mirabelle.
We can take it from here.
All right then. Shall we begin? Open sesame!
Looks like some good loot.
Careful. That's above an A-level threat.
Looks like a chest. Looks like the gang... It's all here. Looks like a chest.
Leave this to me.
All right, time to let loose. Cut you up.
Treasure located. Treasure located.
Looks like some good loot.
The young swordsman's fighting style is quite lovely. I cannot help but be entranced by it.
The star has
I was
arrows.
about to make the same comment about yours. It's bewitching, elegant, and ruthless all at once. I wish I could take it all in for myself.
It seems we have much in common.
For sure.
Oh no. They're like two psychopathic peas in a pod.
Treasure located.
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself. Show them what you're really capable of.
Treasure located.
That's what you get.
Leave it to me. I'm not done yet. open up. No sweat. I made it! This thing's as good as unlocked.
Looks like the gang's all here.
There are so many of them! Look out! Use a shard boost to get the upper hand!
I like where this is headed.
Activating
Over here! All for you! Give him hell, golden butterfly!
May I have this done? Here! Enjoy! Illustrious dance!
Nice! That went great.
You are a wonder, Spriggan.
Looks like a chest.
Looks like some good loot.
There's a ton of them. Should we get to work? Ooh, now they'd make for a fun fight.
Looks like a chest.
Why are there so many guards? I thought we took them by surprise.
It's not out of character for him to have planned for every conceivable contingency.
But why go to all that effort? Just can't figure out what the hell that guy's after.
I don't care about the whys or hows. I already know everything I need to know. You've gone too damn far this time, Sao!
Treasure located.
Oh, goodies for the taking.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Greetings, Van. It's so good of you to join us.
Ashen!
Aaron, you came. I'm so glad to see her okay.
It's been a while since we last spoke, White Orchid Dragon, is what I'd normally say. But you're the one who gave me that job, right?
How do you do? We may have crossed blades back in the old capital, but I've never had the pleasure of sharing a conversation with you.
My. Never would I have expected you to enlist the aid of not only the Divine Blade of Silver, but also Marduk and the Society. Your popularity among unscrupulous individuals is growing at an alarming rate.
Yeah, and so have my debts with them, much to my chagrin. But I'll grin and bear it. I knew I needed a stacked deck if I was to beat your ass.
Why, thank you. That's quite high praise. I must give my compliments to you as well. You surmounted every obstacle I laid along your path.
Shut the hell up, you piece of shit. I'm only gonna ask this once. Was it you, Sal? Were you the one who framed Fan and poisoned Gien?
Did you reach that conclusion all by yourself? My, have you grown? You're exactly right. I am the one who orchestrated both.
He actually confessed.
You son of a bitch! Do you have any idea what you've done? Thanks to you, the Liu family is in shambles, and you've made a mess out of my town!
You think I'm not aware of all that? I can assure you, I am acting in the best interest of Heiyue. I had no other choice.
What are you talking about? You framed Baba and poisoned Yeye? I know you've always made sacrifices and used whatever means necessary to achieve your goals. But even so, you... The Tao Li I knew from so long ago... would never have been so cruel to Baba and Yeye! To our family! Ashen...
I haven't known you as long as Ashen, but for the most part, I agree with her. I'm sure you've got some justification for your actions. You wouldn't say I had no other choice unless you meant it. I get that. But even if I understand, I don't have to accept it. Someone has to make you pay for what you've done. And that someone is gonna be me!
Well said.
Very well. Let us put a pin in this little chat for now.
Looky here. The Liu family Shang Show have come out to play.
We saw this coming a Selge away.
Indeed, we did.
They're like the Shang Show we encountered at the old capital, though these guys are way stronger.
Let us commence this bout.
Oh, I don't often get to see the techniques of Gekka firsthand.
I'm gonna wipe that smug grin right off your face!
There are so many of them! Look out!
Now then, let us do battle.
This is all for Heiyue's sake.
Use a sharp
It's
upper
showtime!
hand!
Activating skill.
Out with a bang! Soar for me! Phoenix Dance!
No, you're holding your own rather well.
Keep moving, Van!
like where this is headed.
Raging Buster! We're done!
Well fought. Well, it's no surprise that my Shangsho wouldn't hold a candle to the divine blade of silver and the golden butterfly.
They weren't bad or anything, though their coordination could use some work.
And then there was one.
I'm gonna cut you a deal, Sao. Give up nicely, and I'll let you off the hook. With a broken bone or two.
Oh, how very tempting. Unfortunately, I think I'll have to decline. I have a counter-proposal. How about I take this chance to clear the air, as well as your gross misunderstanding of the situation? In truth, the uprising was conducted with Gien's approval. Huh?
Yeah, approved it?
Thought so.
It all started at the end of last year, when the link between the Lai family and Almada was exposed. As a result, they were promptly ousted from the council, but the damage to Heiyue's reputation had already been done. After all, any connection to those terrorists, however tenuous, is tantamount to scandal. Almada's many atrocities brought forth chaos and disorder upon the criminal underworld. They planted seeds of doubt in our fair organization, and had we not uprooted them, our status would have withered and perished.
Yeah, I can see how that'd suck for you guys. You're the ultimate authority of the criminal underworld. So, you can't go around breaking your founding principles willy-nilly.
That seed of doubt could have sprouted further uprisings, and maybe even led to the formation of a second or third Almada. That's why you chose to eliminate any trace of uncertainty in a few decisive blows.
I couldn't have put it better myself. We had to cleanse the rot that had been festering within Heiyue. Simply put, we had grown too big too fast, and we had to eradicate the infestation that was tearing us apart at the seams. That's why we fanned the flames of the Lai family uprising, and acted as though the Liu family was entering its final chapter.
But how could they go that far? Yaya allowed himself to be poisoned just for that?
The chances of receiving Fawn's approval were next to none, so we had to take drastic measures. Thankfully, he was plenty agreeable from behind bars. Once we received his consent, we began the preparations for his release. As for Gien, we ensured that he was administered a non-lethal dose of poison. I saw to that myself. In fact, we just received word that Gien has safely recovered. You needn't worry about him a moment longer.
Oh, that's good to hear.
What the hell?
A non-lethal poison is a rare find. But who was your supplier, I wonder?
That's a very good question indeed.
In any event, our actions have more or less satisfied those who are plotting the Liu family's downfall. Which means all is well in the criminal underworld. And our rule within it is once again uncontested. Very soon, the name of the greatest syndicate in the Republic will reverberate throughout its underbelly once more.
So that's Tao and Yaya's goal.
And to you, deception and betrayal are small prices to pay. It even links back to everything with the tyrant. I guess this is Heiyue's way of doing things. There has to be a line! A line that you should never ever cross!
Well, I suppose we can agree to disagree as to the ethics of our methods. I know our machinations have caused you no end of trouble. For that, you have my humblest apologies.
Were Aaron and I just pawns in your eyes? Is that all we are to you? Well, that's okay. I'm just relieved you didn't betray us, Sal.
Sorry to rain on your parade after you just put a bow on this whole thing. But I'm gonna need you to cut the bullshit already.
Oh?
Huh?
What do you...
You say you're acting in Heiyue's best interest, but we both know that couldn't be further from the truth. If you just wanted to dump the waste, you could have had this whole thing wrapped up by this afternoon.
He's got a point there.
Yeah, and also, pulling yourself up at the top of a building and putting armed robots around every corner is, not something an innocent man does.
But it is true that creating this situation was Mr. Lee's true aim.
What does that mean?
The lie becomes the truth, and the truth becomes a lie. I've had enough of your games, Sao! Just tell me what the hell it is you're planning!
I say we string him up and make him spill his guts. And not just in a manner of speaking.
There's no need for that. I really am acting in Heiyue's best interest. That was no lie. I, however, elected not to mention that I was acting in my own interests as well. If you wish to know my true aim, I'll enlighten you. I'm paving the way for the next generation of Heiyue by founding a new family.
Oh no, not you!
Guess that solves the mystery of who his boss is.
A new family?
In other words, he wants a seat on the council.
Think I'm finally grasping the bigger picture here.
My, what a lofty ambition. Do be careful not to get crushed under its weight.
I wouldn't dream of it, madam. I've been laboring towards this dream for much too long. And now, it is finally seeing the light of day. My time has arrived at last.
Just as my patience was beginning to wane. We need only stall them until the witnesses arrive. Isn't that right, new head of the Lee family?
Oh, so that's his game.
Now it all makes sense. Since Heiyue's inception, the Elders have been the top dogs of the organization. The numbers have gone up and down in the past, but it's almost impossible for a family to lose their seat entirely. Then the impossible happened, and the Lai family seat was up for grabs. If you manage to take it for yourself, you'll have achieved your long-held ambition.
Well done. You have seen right through my devious scheme.
I knew you were the type to aim high, but not that high. With Gao Long as your right-hand man, you've got everything you need to nab that special spot for yourself.
He also has the Lai family remnants. And the rebels of the Liu family. Am I wrong?
No, you're right on the mark. I even have a foothold in Crossbell. The other elders will have no choice but to recognize us. Let us celebrate the impending birth of my Lee family. I've invited a special guest who will also partake in the festivities.
Not so fast!
It's the shadow we saw at the eroded cave.
Takes a real coward to try a sneak attack like that one.
Nice reflexes there.
You can leave that thing to me, Aaron.
Gotcha! Thanks for having my back.
Did you seriously call me that thing? Ugh, whatever.
I will be expecting you to give this fight your all, Yorda.
Okay. It's a drag, but I guess I did sign a contract with you. It's a girl?
That face.
I believe I just hit the jackpot. You must be the poor abandoned child who that man plucked from the garden. Now, where is your boss?
Boss?
Oh.
Are you saying?
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, so I'm ignoring you. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not supposed to lie either. You're that Spriggan, right? You made a fool out of Ix. And the penalty for that is death.
Oh, great. The little brat has a look-alike.
My, you're such a naughty little thing. Someone ought to teach you some manners.
And now, all the actors have taken the stage. Although, with the Divine Blade of Silver and the Golden Butterfly on your team, you have the slightest of edges. Allow me to even the odds.
There it is. He had it in his pocket all along.
That's the very same one we saw earlier.
Now then, let us begin.
So this is what Ix was talking about. I really can feel the power coursing through me.
I understand that this is a rare opportunity to test your mettle against powerful foes. Unfortunately, I will have to ask that we fight as a team.
I see. I suppose I can treat this as an opportunity to see how well we synergize on the battlefield.
They aren't gonna make this one easy for us.
We'll have to be especially careful against her.
I can keep her at bay!
I get to fight Gekka Masters and a Wielder of Shadows. I couldn't ask for better opponents.
This time, Aaron, I will be coming at you with everything I have.
You condescending bastard! I'm gonna break your ugly face!
Activating shard!
Let us fight to the death.
I leave the heavy lifting to you, Gao Long.
Ugh, let's just get this over with.
Now we're talking. Time to push through.
Activating skill.
You won't want to miss this.
My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
There! Behold! Zero Gleam!
So annoying.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
This crap.
Had enough yet?
You wanna go another round? Huh?
Under normal circumstances, I would gladly accept that invitation.
I wouldn't. I'm done.
I believe I'm rather spent as well. Ah, our witnesses have just arrived. Impeccable timing.
Papa! Yeah!
Mr. Liu has been released.
Kian's already back on his feet?
I am. The poison has completely left my system. Though I suppose I'm still a little wobbly.
There is much I'd like to say on this matter. But for now, I'll just say thank you, everyone. As for you, Zhao, I still can't believe you did all this.
My apologies for all the trouble I've caused you. I was simply carrying out Gian's will to the best of my ability. I hope you understand.
You carried it out brilliantly as always. I have no complaints. Well, save for one. Are you really intending to found a new family?
I knew this day would come eventually.
You're not going to stop him?
Of course not. We're well past the point of no return. My only regret is that I'm losing such a valuable and dependable subordinate.
If we attempt to stop him now, Heiyue will fall into further confusion.
But...
My imprisonment may have ended without prosecution, but it was still caused by a rift within the Liu family. Even if Cao were to return now, he would never be able to recover everyone's trust.
This is what's best for Heiyue. In fact, the White Orchid Dragon has my blessing.
What?
Are you serious?
Guess that's it then. Cao resolved Heiyue's internal debacle in one fell swoop and formed a new family in the process. Your people are going to be talking about this for weeks.
Or perhaps even months. It is being led by the famous White Orchid Dragon, after all.
The Liu family will no doubt lose some of its authority in the wake of this. That said, I sincerely believe this will benefit Heiyue as a whole.
But... you can't!
I will take that to mean you approve of our plan. Excellent. If the Liu family, as well as the head of the elders, acknowledge us, then our family is as good as formed. All right, let's leave it at that for today. We can announce our plans to the other elders at a later date.
You're teleporting away!
I'm not finished with you, you bastard!
Know your place, boy! The window for discussion has closed. This is now strictly a Heiyue matter. An indecisive child has no place to speak here.
I would gladly welcome you into my Li family should you decide to join. Your first order of business, however, should be deciding what path you wish to follow.
I think we'll have to back off, bud.
Cao! Wait! I don't understand!
Lady Ashen, let me leave you with these parting words. The Cao Li who spent 10 years in the Liu family and the man who served you was not me. You may treat that time as nothing more than a blissful dream. I implore you, young lady, wake up to reality. Oh yes, I have a gift for you, Van. Consider it a small token of my thanks for participating in the founding of the Li family.
Hey, I wanted to give that to Ix. Oh well, what's done is done.
This is all I get for putting up with this charade? At least throw in some Mira for my trouble, you cheapskate. I'm gonna make you answer for what you did to my assistant and my client. Don't think this lets you off the hook.
Duly noted. Farewell.
Ashen!
Who the hell do you think you are? You think you can just break her heart and run away? I'm not gonna let you get away with that! Sally!
Look, Jack!
Guess it's all wrapped up.
Good going, Aaron.
Nice. Okay, I'm withdrawing the drone units now. I think I'll call up Qasim and give my report. Though I bet he already knows what went down.
The fragments of that device do not have a purpose by themselves, but they do wield considerable power. I do not know what will happen when all of the pieces are gathered, but that matter is outside the purview of my research.
Regardless, this concludes our inquiry into the matter of this area's threat level. Deploying Ms. Twinings, Ms. Alton, and even you was, if I may boast, a prudent judgment call on my part.
I hardly did anything at all. The Fixers did most of the heavy lifting, even if they did receive help from unexpected sources. However, there is still more to be done, yes?
Correct. The moment this incident was resolved, a different location was marked as a red zone. The threat level for that place has risen 2 ranks to SSS. Allow me to inform you the name of the location.
The preparations are complete. Looks like they're finally making their move over in the capital. I suppose I'd better wrap up my work here pronto.
Okay, I did what you asked me to do. How goes your work? You done yet?
Almost. No need to keep asking. I'll get it done, even if I have to work my fingers to the bone. I suggest you hurry along back to base and get plenty of bed rest.
Those orders are music to my ears. I'm so tired.
Once you two have gotten some shut-eye, we can get our little sideshow on the road. We'll make their restful respite an event to remember. It'll be a vacation filled with thrills, chills, and kills.
Those are impressive results. Then I'll update your rank.
Got it! That's just about perfect.
I had a great time.
The story of a little doll.
Who are you?
Out of the box popped a doll made to look like a little girl. Her name was Lapis, and she was a proud Rosenberg doll. Lapis was a sentient being and had a strong sense of self. However, she had no memories to speak of and knew neither where she came from nor her purpose.
Few things cannot be recovered upon being lost. I believe this agreement will serve the both of us very well. What do you say?
Lapis accepted the masked man's invitation, and together they set out on a journey. They were joined by a boy and girl, 2 former assassins, and they all had an adventure filled with merriment. When they finally reached the end of their journey, Lapis had recovered her memories. She was a godlike artificial intelligence, created in man's own image to act as an administrator for a network called Elysium.
In other words, me.
But Elysium had fallen under the control of a malevolent being, and thus the continent was in great peril. Lapis and her friends fought back with everything they had, and eventually they vanquished the threat.
Elysium will be deleted. All I know is that they'll make their own calculations, and one day fashion an Elysium of their own. And when that happens, I pray they'll know how to use it the right way.
Her purpose fulfilled, the little doll set out on yet another exciting, merry journey with her friends. They visited many new places where they played and ate to their heart's content. To Lapis, those days were both wonderful and dreamlike. Then, one morning...
Wakey, wakey, LP! Up and at 'em! LP?
The little doll had fallen into a deep, deep slumber.